link on Facebook, but it's been really slow. For some reason. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Computer's really slow today. Okay, I'm ready. And roll. Let's go on Skype. Okay. Hi, Ramona. Okay. So, welcome to the stream. So I do these streams twice a week. I do them on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. UK time, and on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Yeah. Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. And so you can ask questions during the live stream event, and you ask questions through Skype. And my Skype address is rebekahmaroon. So you send questions through Skype. And that's it. So I tend to do an introduction. I open the stream for questions to be asked. So can you hear me okay? It's not on not on me. It's on, but it's not on me. So maybe you didn't hear any of that. I don't know. You should have heard. Yeah, you should have heard it. 1 2 1 2. So I'm doing talks in Nottingham next Sunday, the 8th of October, as well. I think it's 2 till 5. You have to book for the event, so go to rebekahmaroon.com and you can see how to send me an email to book on to for the talk. And I'll be in Nottingham, UK. So I won't be here next Sunday, basically. I'll be here Thursday, but not Sunday. What's being spoken about is freedom. What these talks are about is freedom. Freedom. Freedom from the hell of being somebody. Freedom from the hell of that belief in thought, that belief that is freedom, that belief that you will find that love in form. Freedom. When thoughts are seen to not be true. Freedom. Meaning and language and ideas are seen not to be true. There's freedom. We're so used to, as humans, that looking out seemingly externally for fulfillment, answers, for love, for freedom, looking externally out, changing, moving appearances are going to somehow fulfill us permanently. But that addiction, that belief is so strong. That idea of who you are is true, is a reality, is a truth. And that story and belief of who you are, looking out for fulfillment. Because if you are something separate, if you are a thing, feeling of incompleteness, of unsatisfactoriness in being something, And so there's a looking out for the end of that uncomfortableness, the end of that seeking, the end of that needing something, seeking for something. That's the illusion that plays out in the human form. That's the suffering that plays out in the human form. Plays out in the human form. That there is really somebody experiencing life, that there is somebody here having a private, personal experience, looking out from these eyes. So this is a pointing back to that which can never seek for anything, that which is totally complete, totally whole. It cannot be anything else. Ever present, ever free, ever ever untouched, can't be affected, always present. And all the dreams appear in it. The dreams of you looking for freedom appear in it. There's something here that's so amazing, so amazing. And it allows everything else. It allows all forms. So it isn't about you, that form of you, becoming still or becoming present. It's irrelevant because there's stillness and presence already. There's that freedom already, and that sense of you appears in it, claiming to be somebody on a journey in time, moving, untouched freedom, in that untouched stillness, unaffected by any appearance. What you look for as a seeker is right here. What's being looked for is right here. But that. All the forms are that. So then who is that person who feels separate, who feels as if it isn't? It's looking for that as someone separate. Not that. What is that? Who is that? Is it really true? Can there be something that isn't that? That isn't God, that isn't wholeness, that isn't this? Whatever you want to use in language. So these appearances aren't true. We think they're true, they mean something. They aren't true, they aren't real. They're appearances. And they mean nothing. They're floating through, appearing and disappearing. What's being looked for is right here. And that seeker's running around trying to find this. To be stopped. It's just a pointing out of what seems to happen in the human. There's a running around trying to find something. It really isn't personal. It's like a system put into the human brain or something, or the human form, this program. The thoughts aren't telling the truth. The thoughts aren't telling the truth. To say stop thinking or thoughts are bad, they're reporting to be true, but they aren't. I know some speakers say that they don't think anymore, thoughts don't appear anymore. Only a few speakers say that, really, not many, but they don't think anymore, thoughts don't appear anymore. But thoughts aren't bad, they don't need to stop. All different kinds of thoughts appear. All different kinds of stories and descriptions and ideas. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just when that something, energy is believing in them to be true, it's either claiming them or rejecting them. The issue isn't in the appearances, it's the claimer of or the rejecter of the appearances. It's the end of that one. Not the end of thoughts or emotions or ideas. Not the end of anything. Just this happening. Life happening freely. That's all that I'm talking about, really. This happening freely, life happening freely. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing to escape from. Freedom's here. So you're free to ask. Hi, Ramona. Hi, Lee. Hi, Asborn. Hi, Ben. Will you send an email with the? I will definitely send an email this Sunday or Saturday for the talk. Yes. Thanks for the reminder. I will do. Oh, pain. I don't know what was happening before. I don't know what was happening before. There was just this hypnotic dream that lived in time. Obviously, it wasn't aware of that, but there was just this dream, hypnotism. It wasn't as simple as me learning how to become present, me learning to be in the moment. Because I lived in time, I belonged in time, so I couldn't learn to live in the now or in the moment. It's impossible to live in the moment. I couldn't do that. I lived in time. I belonged to time. I existed in time. So I couldn't get food here. I couldn't get food in the present moment or in the now. I couldn't live here. There was nothing happening here for me to feed off, to live off. I needed the past and the future ideas to feed on and dream about and drool over and argue about, sort out and label and categorize and deal with. The person can't live here. It can't exist here. Happening here. There's a freshness here. Every day is so wonderful. And suddenly, that's what I was like singing today at my singing class. I was singing Christina Aguilera. I missed these questions. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the noise that Skype makes. I'm not synchronized. Oh no. Okay, now. Thank you. It can be a bit out of sync sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Asborn, what was the reason you started teaching online? Started teaching online. Well, I didn't start teaching online. Initially, it began by of this beauty, of this love, of this freedom. So it wasn't to teach, it was just to share, to talk about this with the world. It felt like just to speak and express this beauty. Driven rather than I want to teach people things. It was just to express. Yeah. That's how it started. Yeah. That's the way it is now. Actually, it's still just an expression. It's not so much let me go online and teach people something. It's just this expression. Obviously now I used to do just random videos, but now it's scheduled twice a more like, okay, I'm going to go online Thursday and Sunday. So it is now more scheduled, but still it's like a natural, spontaneous expression. It's not like I've planned what to say all day or something. My life's quite busy with the kids and stuff, so I don't have time to think about non-duality in my day. So I come online and just the announcements and then an introduction might come out, and that's it really. It's not it's not a other than the time. I know I have to do it at 8:30 and 10:30, but other than that, it really is just spontaneous. Each really, it's just pointing to freedom, an expression of freedom. And in that, it seems to be a reminding, not really reminding, but a resonance, a resonance with what this really is, what this truly is beyond that dream that's playing out. It's nothing obscure or special. It's just this is the natural state, freedom. That's what is freedom. It's like pointing out that there's a chair here, or there's a guitar on the wall. Just pointing out to what is already. It's not hidden away or obscure. It's just pointing to the most naturalist thing. It's happening, what there is. learning of anything. It's a collapsing of that fake reality that seems to be masking it or hiding it. It's not, but it seems to be veiling it, this illusory someone that's living in a story, an idea, completely identify with thoughts and what thoughts are saying. Thanks for your question, Asbjorn. Oh, how did you wake up? What happened? What a question. How did you wake up? What happened? What happened? I don't know what happened. It was listening to Non-Duality, going to retreats and talks, and I had nothing else other than Non-Duality, so I was just listening to it and just letting it sink in, just listening and understanding what the speaker was saying, and there was more than there was listening and a resonance with it. So that happened, and there was the mind working it out, understanding it, and that happened. All I can say or describe it as like maybe like there was I'm still really bad at like examples and like a fog or something. So yeah, let's say a fog. Right. Let's say the clouds in the sky. So the heavy layer of clouds into this message, it began to like loosen and become thinner and thinner. Gaps was appearing in the clouds. And yeah, there wasn't any cloud left. There was just what was happening left. Just this left. Just words being spoken. Just thoughts appearing left. Just the hand or the body moving left. Just eating was left. Just going to sleep was left. Just drinking was left. Just seeing was left. Just breathing was left. Writing was left. Facebooking was left. Life was left. Just life. It didn't belong to anyone anymore. There was just life happening. Just this happening. Like a soup of love. A soup of everything. I don't mean soup of love like all high and all pleasure and all love and to be, but everything. Annoyance, everything. Food, everything. Every expression. Everything left. But there's no longer a place of where I live anymore, where I'm looking out at this anymore, or aware of this anymore. There's just everything. that position collapsed, that position of me in relationship to everything couldn't be found. There was just everything. And it was seen. Seen's a very funny word, but seen that this was happening for no one, by no one. That these words are coming out freely. Excuse me. Freely. There's no one coughing, there's just coughing happening. Just happening. I couldn't find a location. The brain couldn't find a location. Who was owning and producing these appearances. The way it is, there's just happenings happening. Just life happening. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. This is freedom. What's been looked for is life happening. But the seeker's looking for life, a particular thing in life, a form in life to complete it. But no form will complete it. It can't complete it. I can't hear these Skype beeps. I don't know why. I'm not hearing your questions arrive, Asbon. What teachers have you had? Let me check the audio on this. Normally it beeps. Maybe because the screen was off, it didn't beep. Sounds. Ringtone's off, which I know, but the message. I don't know. What teachers have you had? I've had many teachers. In more ways than one. Not really. I'm joking. How many teachers have I had? Everything. My whole life. The whole life has been teaching. The whole life. Not finding love in people and things. What a teacher. What a teacher. Not finding a true friend or a true lover. What a teacher. God, what a teacher. God. Trying to find love and completion and happiness in form and not getting it. An agonizing teacher. Trying to make friends with people and fit in, and just not being able to fit in and find that acceptance and that love. Because my very being was that acceptance and love. It wasn't found externally. My very being was love and acceptance. It couldn't be found outside of this body, of this human. It couldn't be found externally. But you mean humans? What human teachers have I had? I'd say my first spiritual teacher was my cousin, and then I found Eckhart Tolle, Muji, Tony Parsons, and then Lisa Cairns. So how many is that? My cousin, Eckhart, Muji, Tony, Lisa. Yeah. But then, yeah, I mean, I would name my, official teachers, if you like, but I just, it's not like that. Everything is, it's like the, but yeah. Everything is, always, always. I'm still learning. Just to add, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. It hasn't finished. I'm still learning. I'm still noticing. Oh my God! Like I'm still seeing stuff and learning stuff all the time. Always. And that I have to say it is until the body, that learning. That's beautiful. I really enjoy that learning. I enjoy it. Oh, and it's just realizing things about humans, about life, about how we operate, how that seeker operates, how humans, things in people and in just that learning is beautiful. I really enjoy that actually. I used to want the end of life. It was just too hard. Where's the end? Where's the end? When's it going to finish? It's just too much. Because it was happening to me, so it was painful. The end. This is the end. This is the end. Contradictory, I know, but this is the end. Mission of what's speaking, of what's listening, of what this is. That's the end. The end of that dream. The seeing that thoughts aren't true, aren't real. Not a personal understanding of that, but a deep, like, just the end. The end. The end of the person. The end of you existing in time. Even as a human machine, that learning, it continuous. If someone's saying, well, I don't learn anymore, but my learning's done, it's kind of a bit arrogant, I think, very arrogant to think that there isn't that learning. Not about yeah, not learning as in the seeker trying to learn or find something, but that ends. But I mean learning as in understanding of this, of human behavior, the learning about humans, that particular machine. Thank you, Asbjorn. Do you read books about this? No, I don't. I don't read books about this. Just don't read any books actually at the minute. Anyway, I don't really read many books. No. Although I do plan to buy a book, Aesop's Fables. Aesop's Fables. That's more just to read to the children and I quite like it. Hi, Patry. No, Ben, there wasn't a sudden moment with a contraction. There wasn't. That makes it, I think, hard to talk about it as well, because there wasn't a sudden. So makes it very hard to talk about. Makes it a bit blurry. I can't find a line to draw to say here person, here no person. I can't speak like that. Yeah, to talk about. In some ways it's harder, but in other ways not. I mean, try and talk about this. Oh, you're welcome, as Bjorn. Okay, well, thank you for joining, and I'll be back on Sunday at 10:30 in the morning. So you can join me then if you're free. Good night. Bye.